social work is an easy major, y'all should pick that, or da, 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 or like telling other people, and I'm looking at them like hey family, what's going on? It's your girl Tatiana Moss and welcome back to my channel. On here I talk about sexual wellness, fashion, lifestyle, career, entrepreneurship advice. So if any of those things are of interest to you, girl, go ahead and click subscribe so you can become a part of the family too. And for all my returning viewers, hey family, what's going on? Thank you so much for coming back and clicking on another video from your girl. So by today's title of the video, we are getting into a career related video. So as y'all may know, I am a social worker full-time, and you know I got my little side businesses and all that on the side, but where I get my most money from is social work. So my job title, I'm a qualified mental health professional, but I got my bachelor's degree in social work, and in Virginia, from what I've seen so far, you do not have to have a actual license to be to work a social work job, if that makes sense. So you can get your degree and then you can work your social work jobs, but in other states I know you have to have like license and stuff to actually work the job. So thank God they ain't done that yet, because I was trying to wait till I get my master's degree, but that's neither here nor there. So today what we're going to be doing, y'all, is debunking some of the infamous myths about social work. So all my newbies that are like in school or whatever, I wanted to do this video specifically for y'all, and then other people too that's in the field and maybe they can't find a job that's really what they wanted or something like that. I just want to make this video to encourage you and to tell you, like, girl, don't listen to what these people is telling you, okay? People are always going to say some stuff about everything. Everything in life is not going to be the way you think it is, but as long as you feel like you can make money or whatever, that's what you're going to do, okay? So today we're going to debunk some of these myths. We're going to talk about them. We're going to break them down. And I'm gonna tell y'all the real deal, okay? So if y'all ready, go ahead and give this video a thumbs up, because I'm gonna have y'all all the way together. And yeah, let's get started. All right, y'all, so I'm gonna be reading the stuff on my phone because your girl's memory is trash. So the first myth is we can't make any money. Child. If I could give a dollar, a dime, a penny for how many times I done heard this, I'll be rich, for real, y'all. I'll really be rich. And I know you've heard it too. They always say it's not no work in social work and stuff, and it's so frustrating because it is. I personally myself, I'm not gonna say how much I make, but it's not under $35,000, which is what people who are social workers typically expect to get. You know, I think I make a pretty decent amount, especially just having a bachelor's degree. So it just really baffles me how, and even professors used to do it too. Sometimes they were kind of discouraging and like saying like, oh, well, you need to do this and you need to do that in order to make money. No, if you believe you can make money, baby, you gonna make some money, okay? So don't listen to that, y'all. There is money to be made out here. There's so many different social work jobs. We're gonna get to that in a minute, but yeah, do not believe that there is money out here to be made. Now, I do feel like we do get underpaid a lot. Yes, I do feel like that, and a lot of times they try to not pay us our worth. If we go into a job and they want us to do X, Y, and Z, the duties are crazy, but then you only want to pay me $25,000 a year, you have to be kidding me. I could be making that working, you know, when I was at Starbucks, honestly. So it's like, you know, you got to pay people for what they worth. Y'all pay these nurses and these doctors and these firefighters and all these people what they worth. But, you know, I just feel like sometimes when it comes to us, they be trying to shortchange us and don't do me like that. Do not do me like that. So yes, y'all, please understand it's money out here to be made. Don't get discouraged by hearing that you can make money in social work. I'm here to tell you, okay? All right, the second thing is, all we do is take away kids and work in the food stamp department. This is the one. This is the one, y'all. I'm telling you. I don't know how many times I heard this one either, but it baffles me how much people just does not know what we can do. You know, it's so many different jobs, like I said once before, that we can work as social workers. And I feel like that people just, when they think about a social worker, they just think automatically that we take your kids and that we're handing out food stamps or some type of government assistance. And it's so disrespectful. And no offense, you know, there is some social work jobs and social workers, we do those things, but that's not the only thing that we do. And let me go ahead and break that down a little bit too. and child protective services. And I learned this, you know, when I was in school and when I started to get out in the field, because I didn't know no better either, but I wasn't running around saying that. With that, they go every single aspect to keep the child in the family before they remove them from the home. So it's not just straight up, okay, you go and file an abuse claim and then the child gets immediately removed. They, you know, have to review it first. They have to do an investigation, all that stuff. Then they try to see if they can put the child in another family's care. Like, they try to keep it in the family pretty much. So say for instance, like a situation happens with a child in the immediate home. So instead of having to go outward and put them in foster care, the social worker will try to reach out to grandparents or somebody else in the family that could possibly take this child before having to go that route to completely remove them. So I just want us to be educated and know about things so we can stop making these myths a thing, okay? So no, we don't just snatch people's kids and take them from the house. You know, we don't, we do, you know, remove them eventually if things are not what I just said, but you know, that's neither here nor there. Now, me personally, I probably will not ever work in child protective services just because I don't think I have, I don't want to say the heart to do it, because I mean, a job is a job, and you know, I respect all aspects of social work in any profession, but I just don't feel like I could deal with that. Like, I feel like I would be emotionally transferring my feelings, and I don't want to do that. So yes, wanted to talk about that, and also the whole food stamp things too. That is another one, and it's like, okay, yes, that's what we are. Literally, ooh, my bad, y'all. That's what we are. We're like a human toolbox, if you ask me. I remember in school that was something that we learned about a lot. Like, literally, like, so as a social worker, you're a human toolbox. People come to you to get resources. They come to you to get referrals, to get questions, all kinds of stuff. So if you want to sit up here and say that about me, like, oh, well, all you do is pass out food stamps, okay, well, guess what? I'm providing you a service. I'm giving you something that clearly that you need. So yeah, that's another one that I just wanted to briefly discuss, because that irks my nerves too, hearing that. Anywho's, let's go on to the next one. The next one is it's an easy major to pick. So I know when I was in school, like, a lot of times people would be like, oh, social work is an easy major, y'all should pick that, or da, 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 or like telling other people, and I'm looking at them like I'm not even gonna sit up here and try to play no other degrees, but you know, maybe if you got like an art degree or something like that, I'm pretty sure now that's an easy degree to pick. But social work, child, somebody done lied to you. Okay, I'm talking about 10-page reports, papers, essays, discussions, all kinds of stuff. It's a lot of writing, because you have to understand, when you get in the field, you're going to be documenting everything. Like, you're writing all the time. So I guess they're trying to prepare you for that in school. So no, it is not an easy major at all. And I wouldn't compare it to the equivalence of a nursing degree, but at the same time, it's not just something that, you know, just to pick a major. You know how, like, you get, you know, you got your you go your freshman year or whatever, and then you find yourself like, dang, I need to just pick a major real quick because I'm undecided and I don't know what I want to pick. Don't pick social work, baby, because I'm telling you, it ain't easy. It's not what you think, okay? So we're gonna go ahead and go to the next one. The fourth one is there is no career progression in social work. So that is another one that is a bold-faced lie. You can definitely progress in your position that you are in. You could become the department head. You could become the owner of your own businesses. Like, the list goes on and on and on. There is definitely opportunities to move up. You could become a supervisor. There's opportunities to move up in whatever job that you have. Now, the pay and all that stuff, that's a whole nother video for another day. But as far as like moving up the ladder, there's definitely opportunity for growth. So and that was another thing, like I said, I've heard. So I just wanted to briefly discuss that one as well. The next one is anyone can call themselves a social worker just because I help people. So this is another one that's kind of like, I've heard this before too, and I'm just like, not really, sis. Like like, of course, you know, social workers, yes, we do help people, but I feel like that's such a basic way to put what we do. We do so much, like, it's not even funny, y'all. So to just literally say like anybody can call themselves a social worker, no, you cannot. You have to go to school, you have to get a degree in social work, And then when it comes to certain things, you have to actually be licensed. Now, like I said, in Virginia, you don't have to get your license as far as like your to be called a social worker in Virginia, and to actually get certain jobs. But other states, I know that they're changing that regulation, especially for people with bachelor's degree. Now, luckily they haven't done that yet, but yeah. So I do have one kind of license though. I'm a licensed qualified mental health professional, if I didn't already say that. And that means that I can work directly with people that have mental health and things of that sort. But yeah, I do plan on getting my LCSW, which is a licensed clinical social worker, when I go back and get my master's degree. So anyways, yes, so not everyone can call themselves a social worker. You have to go through that process in order to be a social worker or get a social, you might be able to get a social work kind of like job, but you're not going to be able to call yourself one, if that makes sense. Okay, next one, well, just two more, y'all. You have to have an LCSW to make money, which is a licensed clinical social worker. No, you do not have to have an LCSW to make money. Now, if you want to be cashing out, then yes, you probably do want to go that route to eventually get licensed. But if you feel like you're not going to be able to make no money, that is a lie. You definitely can make money. I've seen people before that have made over 50,000, 60,000. Now, that might not be that much to people depending on where you stay at, but I feel like that's a pretty good amount, especially with a bachelor's degree. That's not bad. But no, you do not have to go the route of going and getting licensed, but you do open up a lot of more opportunities as far as opening up your own practice, being able to sign your own documentation, just doing a lot of other things. So I definitely think it's a good route to go if you are trying to be in a higher up position, but it's not necessary. No, you don't have to do it. And the last one is you can't show any emotion. So this one is kind of difficult and something I still struggle with at times, but I definitely am working on it. And they called it this in school. I believe it was like counter transference, and that pretty much means when you are transferring your own feelings and putting them onto the client. So you don't really have no control over the way you feel about something. So say for instance, like me and a client, we both were what's a good scenario? Me and a client both got bullied in school, and they're telling me about their bullying story, and then I start crying as they're telling me their story. So in that moment, you have to learn to control your emotions, but not in a way where you can't still be empathetic towards your client. Because if y'all both in there crying, how you gonna help your client? You know, they're gonna be trying to help you and console you. So you definitely gotta suck it up sometimes, but you definitely can show emotion. Yes, you definitely can show emotion, but just make sure you do it in a way where it's not to the point that the client has to be helping you, if that makes sense. You're supposed to be there to help the client, not the other way around, okay? So that's the last one that I wanted to talk about, and I briefly wanted to just read you guys this list so you can know what different kind of social work jobs that you can get, because like I said, there's so many things, so many possibilities that are endless with a social work degree. So don't just think that just one thing, there's so many things. So I'm gonna go ahead and read y'all some of the things right here. You can be a medical social worker, which means you can work in a hospital, child welfare social worker, gerontologist social worker, that means working with older people, hospice social worker, mental health social worker, which is what I do, therapist, counselor, school social worker, we can work in schools, health educator, research assistants, case manager, juvenile court liaison, you can work in jails as well, probation officer, substance abuse social worker, adoption specialist social worker, military social worker, special needs social worker, program director, college professor, grief counselor, lawyer, financial social worker, nursing home director, program evaluator, grant writer and administrator, group home director, crisis interventionist, housing specialist. So as y'all can see, the list goes on and on and on and on of the different things you can do with a social work degree. So I wanted to say that to say, don't get discouraged, y'all. Please understand that it is so much room in this profession to grow. You can make money. You just have to believe that you are the money magnet. The money's going to come to you, okay? Definitely get out here. Continue to pursue your degrees. If you are in the field and you're feeling discouraged, please know that just keep pushing yourself. Don't underestimate your worth. if you feel like you're not getting paid enough, look for another job. Like, I promise you, it's money out here to be made. And those people that are in school, I made this as well to encourage you guys to push through and giving y'all something to look forward to. Like, it's really not that bad. I really love doing what I do. You know, of course I want to branch off and do other stuff, but right now, you know, my job is working for me. I'm not gonna say I love my job, but I love being a social worker. Hope you guys enjoyed this video, and y'all got some nuggets or whatnot. If you guys have any questions about anything, please leave it down below. I will definitely help you guys as much to my, excuse me, Lord, I can't talk today, as much as I can. I appreciate y'all. If y'all want to follow my social medias down below, my businesses, I will have it linked down below, all that good stuff. And yeah, y'all, I thank y'all again so much for watching this video. Definitely going to be trying to push out a little bit more social work related content, and of course other things pertaining to my channel. But this is not just a social work channel. I talk about other things up here too, but I definitely, you know, I'm going to pop in every now and then with a career kind of like video or a social work video, because that is part of what my channel is about. So like I said, thank you guys so much again for watching, and I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye, y'all.